What are the head coaching candidates going to look like this offseason? Because there's a ton of them. There's already been 4 head coaches fired. The Raiders fired Pete Carroll. Cardinals got rid of Jonathan Gannon. This one surprised me, but the Falcons fired Raheem Morris. And the Browns are done with Kevin Stefanski. I agree. I think it's time to move on, but he can be a successful offensive coordinator somewhere else. For some reason, the Bengals are sticking with Zach Taylor again for an 8th straight year. But you got 5 vacancies with Brian Callahan being fired from the Titans. So who is going to be the new head coaches? There's a lot that I love. However, there's not a lot of offensive minds. The names that I've seen thrown around, Joe Brady, but again, the Bills' offense has looked a little bit lackluster. Matt Nagy, we saw how that turned out with the Bears. Arthur Smith, we saw how that turned out with the Falcons. There's not really many offensive minds that I trust. To narrow it down a little bit, I feel like there's a lot of guys that can just be okay, including Steve Spagnuolo. I don't know how he's going to be outside of his defensive coordinator role. A big name that I've heard is Chris Shula, the Rams defensive coordinator. We know the amount of coaches that come from the Sean McVay tree. But the one offensive mind that I think deserves a shot is Clint Kubiak. And I don't know if he stays with Seattle, but if he is available to be a head coach, he better be the #1 priority. The other name is Kevin Stefanski, who just got fired. But he could be a good offensive play caller in a different situation. Out of the 16 names that I listed out here, a lot of them have been former head coaches. Brian Flores, Vic Fangio, Jim Schwartz, Vance Joseph, Matt Nagy, Arthur Smith, Robert Saleh. Now, granted, there's only 5 openings, and there could be more as the offseason progresses. I think the top 3 coaches in my mind that are going to get a job is Clint Kubiak, Brian Flores, and Vic Fangio after the successful seasons that they've had.